This is the book of Sirach, also known as the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 25, verse 16. I had rather dwell with a lion and a dragon than to keep house with a wicked woman. Brakata Yahweh, Brakata Yahweh Shai, Brakata Yahweh, Brakata Yahweh Shai. Yahweh is the name who the world ignorantly calls God, and Yahweh Shai is his son who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. First and foremost, I want to give all praises and all glory to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai Bahashem Rakah Kodash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone who rule well and taught us this truth. They are the true teachers for the nation of Israel on earth today. And salutation to the Akim out there pushing this truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth and risking their life for Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai's sake. I'm Brother Samak from the GMS Miami Camp. And yes, the reason why I brought out the book of Sirach, also known as the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 25, verse 16, is I'm going to play a clip that you see in front of your screen where a Southern Kingdom woman, so-called black woman, all right, is holding a firearm with her pointer finger on the trigger, all right? And she's sitting behind the Lyft driver who's driving her, okay, in Miami Beach to her destination. This is wicked, all right? And that's why I brought out the book of Sirach, chapter 25, verse 16, because, you know, brothers that are having issues finding a woman, okay, hey, it's just best just to stay away from these women, okay, especially the so-called black women, and get yourself a harlot. You know, that is what it is. Or just stay away from women, period. We're almost out of here, okay? Because this right here, all right, is wicked. It's madness, all right? It's insane. Let's play this video. I know, when I see that right here, I just cringe. Like, all it takes is for her to squeeze that trigger, and that bullet is hitting them in the back. Okay? This is a wicked woman, man. All right? And that's why in the book of Sirach, it describes a wicked woman worse than a lion and a dragon. Okay? And that, why do you think the apostles say the so-called black woman is the worst? Okay? The worst out of all the tribes. All right? And that's the reason why they're the most undesirable to date. You know? And look at her. Smoking looks like a Black and Mild. Could be marijuana, but it looks like a Black and Wild. Again, I just, you know, this right here just cringes. One of the reasons why I'll never do Lyft or Uber, all right? You couldn't pay me enough to do this shit. I'd rather clean toilets, which I have done. I'd rather wax floors or mop floors, which I have done, than do this shit, okay? You couldn't pay me enough to do this, all right? Because, you know, this is what you're putting yourself, the situation you put yourself into, all right? Especially doing Uber or Lyft late at night. But hey, to each his own. I just know me personally, I don't do this shit, all right? I'd rather clean toilets and mop floors than do this shit. All right, so let's get some scriptures, okay? This is the book of Ecclesiasticus, also known as the book of Sirach, chapter 25, verse 25. Give the water no passage, neither a wicked woman liberty to gad abroad. Right, and this is why, okay, we have the problems we have, all right? especially dealing with the women of our nation, starting with the so-called black women, because, all right, the women of our nation have been given too much liberty, too much freedom to gad abroad here in Babylon, all right? And this is the consequence of it, all right? This is the reason why, okay, in the scriptures, they say, what's a virtuous woman? Let me get it. All right? Description of a worthy woman. What's a virtuous woman? A woman that stays at home. Okay? Proverbs chapter 31, verse 10. Who can find a virtuous woman? For her price is far above rubies. Right. And here in Babylon, America, okay, it is very hard to find a virtuous woman here in Babylon, America. Okay? Because the women here have been raised and groomed to be animals, beasts. Okay? Oh, also to those women that are watching, there's an old saying, if the shoe fits, wear it. All right? So if you're offended by this, that means this must apply to you. If you're not offended by this, then this doesn't apply to you. Okay? $11. The heart of the husband does safely trust in her, so that he shall have no need of spoil. Right. And if a man here in Babylon the Great trusts his woman, I don't know. Okay? I don't know. Because to trust a woman here in America, woo! All right? You defeated the odds. And all right? You defeated the odds. But again, here an American woman here in Babylon, all right? If you truly 100% trust your wife, I don't know, man. I don't know. 12. She will do him good and not evil all the days of her life. All right? This is clearly a woman that's definitely not doing that. All right? And more than likely, she's a single mother. More than likely. 13. She seeketh wool and flax and worketh willingly with her hands. And that's what a woman's supposed to be doing. When you go into the Bible, in the NLT version, it says, she finds wool and flax and busily spins it. Right? She's supposed to be making clothes, making garments. Okay? 25. Strength and honor are her clothing, and she shall rejoice in the time to come. 26. She opened her mouth with wisdom, and in her tongue is the law of kindness. You don't see that here. All right? You see wickedness. You see a beast. Okay? What happens if she would have just pulled that trigger, man? Okay? Man's trying to get his daily bread. Like, again, I cringe. All right? Maybe because I'm ex-military, so I know what these weapons can do. They can kill. I know when I was in the military, all right, when we had our M4, okay, which is a small version of an M16 or a sidearm, okay, we were always told whenever we trained with it, point your weapon down range. Don't point your weapon at anyone, all right? You would get fucked up if you had your weapon pointed at someone. That's why I said, again, for me, it just brings flashbacks of my ex-military days, all right? Because if you're pointing a weapon at someone, that means you intend to kill them. 27. She looketh well to her ways of her household, and eateth not the bread of idleness. Right, she's supposed to be fucking home. Okay? NLT version. She carefully watches everything in her household and suffers nothing from laziness. Right, she's supposed to be at home. Okay? Proverbs chapter 14, verse 1. Every wise woman buildeth her house, but the foolish plucketh it down with her hands. Right, she's supposed to be building up her house, being at home. If you go to the NLT version of this, it says, a wise woman builds her home, but a foolish woman tears it down with her own hands. Right, and that's why, okay, statistic-wise, the so-called black woman is the most undesirable woman to date because she tears her home down. All right? And it ain't just the so-called black women. It's all the women of the tribes. Okay? That's the reason why you have Jake men going to the so-called white men or to these other nations, these heathens. All right? Because they're tired of the Israelite woman because she's destructive. All right? And if you understand the curses, and that's more evidence we're under the curses. Also, I want to bring this out. This is the reason why you have the cops just bodying, all right, you so-called, okay, black women, all right, or you other tribes, other women of the tribes, all right, because when they see this video got almost it has over 1 million views, all right. So that means the cops are looking at this, all right. You don't think cops have social media, okay? You have Edomite supremacists looking at this, so that they're like, oh yeah. All right, so this is a perception that's being pushed out to the world, all right, especially to these heathens, especially to Esau, Edom, all right, and his police force that's made up of the bulk of Edomites. So that's why they be doing L.A. sheriff investigating after video shows deputy throwing Southern Kingdom woman to the ground. All right. Again, brothers, man, stay away from these women. Get yourself a harlot or just stay away from them entirely. This is madness, man. Again, I just cringe seeing this, man. Just, again, when you see that, how she's pointing the weapon to his back, all right? One false calculation, and boom, you just murdered somebody for being fucking stupid. Ecclesiasticus, also known as the book of Sirach, chapter 26, verse 23, a wicked woman is given as a portion to a wicked man, but a godly woman is given to him that feareth the Lord right. Okay, and that's the perfect balance. Okay, so if you're a wicked man, you're going to be given over to a wicked woman like this. If you're a man that fears the Lord, hey, the Lord will provide you a woman, all right, but it's good. But hey, again, you have to deal with within terms of parameters of understanding that we're still under the curses. But hey, if she stays at home, she takes care of your kids, and she's not fucking doing wild shit like this, hey, keep her, okay? But in the kingdom of heaven, we're gonna get our women are gonna be in order, and that's why, hey, at the end of the day, brothers and sisters, in the kingdom of heaven, everything's gonna be all right. It's gonna be good. All right, that's why we need the kingdom of heaven, so that we don't gotta see shit like this, and we don't gotta, all right, have to deal with shit like this. We don't have to call this shit out. All right, that's why we look forward to the kingdom of heaven. You should want that too. So Lord willing, us edifying, as you can see, man. Hey, right now, brothers, man, if it's in your power, man, stay away from these women, especially the so-called black women. They out of their fucking mind. All right. They're going to get you killed. They're going to get you in prison. And this is an example of one. All right? All right? And again, I guarantee she's a single woman with children. All right? And men just piping her and then disappearing, because who wants to deal with that? And with that, I want to give all praises and all glory to Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'Shem Wakak Kodash. Double honors to the apostles of great millstone who rule well and taught us this truth. They are the true teachers for the nation of Israel on earth today. And citation to the Akim out there, pushing this truth of sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth and risking their life for Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai's sake. Love you, brothers. Keep it door, keep the faith, keep pushing, keep fighting, keep studying. Pray without ceasing. Pray for each other. Pray for the apostle elders. For the few sisters that are watching, all right, that are doing the right thing, hey, just keep studying when you pray at your covering. We're almost out of here. Hey, we got to get up out of here, all right? We got these curses, all right, need to be lifted off us, all right? Because as long as we stay here in Babylon, all right, we're for lack of better words, we're screwed, man. We're all right. We're screwed as a nation. We got to get up out of here. But guess what? Hey, the Lord's coming back. The prophecies are speeding up. We're clearly at the end of this thing. Just hold on tight. Let's keep pushing. Shalom and Abadu Ball. Shalom.